Hi guys, so this is day one of Vlogtober. So I decided to just okay. So my grandma said I should go down because the taxi is close by.
So this was basically my outfit of the day. I was wearing a long black and white dress. I thought I was gonna wear these sandals, but I opted to go for Air Force One because I was planning on walking. But my grandma was like, "Nah, girl, please take a taxi." I took a taxi, and this was basically me in the taxi and just showing you guys how J Town, hometown, where I was born, looks like. And we are basically in the middle of mountains or like close to mountains, but it doesn't necessarily like bother us or anything of that sort. And yeah, a majority of us are not like on the mountain itself. We're just below it, more in the valley than in the mountain. So for anyone that wants to go to J Town, this is the village that I come from, which is called Khamaratsele. And I guess a lot of people probably thought I was Swati from my surname. No, I'm not Swati. I'm actually Peri, but a couple of my family members, my grandmother is Swati. Both the parents are Swati. Then my mom and myself, I guess, are Peri because our dads are Peri, right? So that's basically a mini, background heritage of who I am and where I'm from. And as I mentioned, this is J Town. You guys get to see beautiful mountains. Okay, they're not as beautiful. They're kind of dry right now. It's dry season. Everything is just dry. Grass is dry. The mountains are dry. But one thing that's pretty though is the jacaranda trees. They're out here popping with the purple. So I got to see jacaranda trees before I actually went to Jacaranda City because this is where I grew up. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of mountains, but we just built like right at the bottom of the mountain, so in the valley basically. And this is the main road. The other streets, roads, and whatever are not as taught as the main road. So there's like a main road that does a circle-like thing. So where I stay almost very close to the main road, but on the other side of this road, not here. So that's very nice that at least the main road, is taught. So when you're traveling, it's not that bad. And yeah, people in Limpopo are building, guys. People in Limpopo are building. So if you're from Limpopo, comment with LMP below because you know. And this is the taxi rank, or close to the taxi rank. We call it Postopong, or yeah, Postopong basically. And this is basically when I arrived at the plaza. I was dropped off there, then I was headed to KFC. So a bit of a bummer was that I went here to connect to the internet, but they were only offering 200 MBs. So do better. KFC came first. Do better. Well, I don't know if they're the only ones that offer 200 MBs, but if you are looking for business where you're like, okay, I can maybe offer internet and then get the money in return. Definitely look into Jane first because there's no uncapped Wi-Fi anywhere. I tried to inquire, I didn't find any establishment like that. So if you are that type of person that wants to set up some form of a coffee shop, cafe, whatever.
It's 11:19 and I've now settled down. I'm about to set up basically my workstation for the day. Um, this place is very loud, but I think it'll be conducive for me. Kids at home, I can't connect to the internet whatsoever, but then I'll see how that's all gonna go here. There's a chance that you guys can't hear me because it's so loud. But then I'll just do a voiceover in the case that you guys can hear me, or just make it as loud as possible. Let's see. Yeah, so the internet is still not connected, so there's a bit of a bummer. I thought it was gonna automatically connect, which doesn't look like the case. But I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, so here I was just basically filling up my profile. So I haven't yet filled my TGM profile, which means that I'm probably getting less surveys than what is on the platform. So when you register or sign up on a survey platform, you must make sure that you fully fill your profiling questions And what they were asking for here is the living standard measure number. So I had to go and basically calculate that, and I think the first site that I went to allowed me to do that. So these are the questions that they usually ask: what type of amenities do you have around your household, what is basically making up these amenities in your household, and so forth. And then they are able to calculate. So my LSM, they say it's 10 low. I don't know what they mean by 10 low. Then I just went back to the site and basically filled up what my LSM is, and I think that's what they're going to use in order to determine whether or not you're a suitable candidate. And basically this was after the day. I was headed home now, going to the other shopping complex before going home.
Okay, so the time is 6 minutes past 4. I've decided to call it a day. I think I mostly did YouTube related stuff. I tried doing 3 surveys, didn't get a single survey. I see that I've made some passive income on TGM. I haven't checked the other ones if I've made some income passively anyways. So today was kind of like a bad day, but the aim wasn't necessarily to make a lot of money from the surveys, but to do them as they come, do them as I see them. So there was a potential of making, I think, about $50 on Enlighten panel, and then there was another panel I tried, or TGM panel, but I ended up not understanding what was going on because I could see the survey, then like it says login, when I log in it's not there. And then which other platform, there was a third one, yeah, but I forgot which one it was, but yeah. So that's basically the rundown. So day 1 seems like a bust. We'll see what happens in the other days. I might not record as much tomorrow. I think I'll stay at home. I'm not gonna come here. It's very busy and I didn't get like a place where I can get Wi-Fi as well. So yeah, we'll see.